wind from Pemba Island breathed quietly beneath the lazy arc of the sun. Spice trees whispered to each other in cinnamon and clove, and the sea wrapped itself around the shore like a mother cradling her child. In the fishing village of Kojani, life moved like tidewater, predictable, rhythmic, rooted. Tano, a 17-year-old boy with salt-dusted hair and eyes as deep as the ocean, lived in a house made of coral stones in Makuti, thatching with his mother, Mzisada, and his younger sister, Bahari. He was named after the fifth born in his family, though he was now the only one left besides Bahari. "Today is your father's day," Sada said one morning, as she stirred coconut rice with her weathered hands. "Remember what he said about the wind? It listens." Tano grinned, the grin that made Bahari giggle and roll her eyes. He also said the wind could carry secrets. Outside, children's laughter tangled with the cries of gulls. The dhows creaked in their moorings, ready to chase fish beneath the blue dome of sky. It was a good day, the kind that made the heart believe nothing could go wrong. But the elders were uneasy. They sat in shade beneath the baobab tree, tapping their prayer beads and murmuring old verses. The air was thick, not with heat, but with something unseen. "The wind speaks," whispered Bibi Jalia, the oldest among them, but no one listens. That evening the wind came, not strong, not loud, but strange. It slipped around corners and whistled through keyholes, brushing skin like a warning. It smelled not of salt, but of wet soil and something older, deeper. Tano stood on the beach, his fishing net coiled at his feet, watching the horizon. The sky had turned a smoky shade of gray. Bihari ran to him, her dress flapping like wings. "Bibi Jalia says the wind is angry. Is that true?" He knelt beside her. "The wind doesn't get angry, Bahari. It just reminds us we're small." Behind them, thunder muttered faintly over the sea. That night, Tano dreamed. He was in the ocean, but not drowning. The water was warm, holding him. Around him swam giant sea turtles and fish with golden scales. Then from the depths rose a woman, her hair flowing like kelp, her skin the color of the midnight tide. "You have lost something," she said in a voice that sounded like the wind through palm trees. "What have I lost?" Tano asked. She did not answer. Instead, she held out a Makuti basket, within which lay a conch shell, cracked in bleeding seawater. When he touched it, he awoke gasping. Outside, the wind howled. It came like a monster out of the sea. By mid-morning, the sky was abruze. Villagers scrambled to tie boats, shutter windows, carry water and food to high ground. Sada clutched her children tightly, whispering Quranic verses as the wind grew teeth. The storm tore through Kojani, roaring with the rage of centuries. It ripped roofs, uprooted trees, shattered boats into splinters. Rain lashed like whips. Waves crashed over the village's edge. Tano tried to hold Bahari's hand, but in a burst of wind and wave, she slipped from his grasp. "Bahari!" he screamed, diving into the churning water. But the sea swallowed her whole. The storm passed by morning, leaving behind ruin and silence. Tano walked the shore, calling her name. Others had lost homes, goats, boats. But Tano had lost his sister, the last echo of his father's laughter, his own heartbeat. Sada did not cry. She sat beside the broken wall of their house, her eyes fixed on the sea. "She is not gone," she said softly. "She is only waiting to return." But Tano wept, dry and bitter tears, the kind that aged the soul. Villagers gathered the dead in the wreckage. Some said the island had been cursed for forgetting the old ways. Others said it was just nature. But Bibi Jalia stood beside Tano and whispered, "The wind warned us. You heard it. You dreamed." 3 days later, something washed ashore.